Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Mike Babcock, Mojo Muhtadi. Mojo, we love boxing, guilty as charged. Now, one of the knocks that you sometimes hear from fans is that the best fighters don't fight the best fighters. Well, you can take that, you can throw it straight out the window, because in just a few days on Showtime pay-per-view boxing, we are getting one of the absolute best matchups that you could make in the entire sport. I'm talking two-time undefeated champion, David Benavidez. Yeah, the David Benavidez who is 26-0 with 23 knockouts. He is facing the toughest challenge of his career. He's fighting Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant, 22-1. If you're asking about that one loss, yeah, the one loss was to Canelo Alvarez. When you're talking about the three best super middleweights in the world, here's who it is, Mojo. It's Canelo, it's Benavidez, and it's Plant, and two of those guys are about to fight each other this Saturday. Now, what's great about this is that you don't just have these two tremendously skilled fighters, two of the most talented fighters, period, but these guys hate each other. And don't hate each other in a way, Mojo, where they're doing it and they're acting like there's bad blood to promote a fight. No, no, no. These guys have legit bad blood that goes back years, all the way to 2018 when they got into a melee at a gym. The families don't like each other, they don't like each other, and the beef is real. We recently had an opportunity to speak to both of these superstar fighters. We asked them about hating each other. Here's David Benavidez and Caleb Plant.
You know, this fight has everything everybody wants to see. You know, it has bad blood, it has drama, you know, it has two fighters that really don't like each other going at it. You know, and I really dislike Caleb Plant, you know, so I've dedicated my whole 4 months of this training camp, you know, just putting a good game plan together, because I really do want to go out there and put a beating on Caleb Plant, and I'm enjoying every minute of it.
I'm one of the best fighters of this era. So regardless of your approach, come fight night, it's going to be a tough outing for anybody. Whether you know, rah-rah, whether you come quiet, regardless, you know, you're still facing one of the best. And, but if that's how he feels about me, if that's what he thinks, he's a grown man. He needs to go about his business how he sees fit, and I'm going to go about my business how I see fit. And then March 25th, the bells ring, and, you know, they're going to let the dog collars off and let us go at it.
I'm ready to go 20 rounds, and I'm going to be putting pressure every single round. So, you know, I hope he has something for me to keep me off of him, because, you know, if not, you know, it's going to be an early night. It's going to be an early night for him, and I'm going to knock his ass out.
Just be ready March 25th, man, because I'm coming. And this is the hardest that I've ever trained for anything in my life. I've always been a disciplined fighter. I've always been a hard worker, but I have never worked harder for anything in my life.
Yo, let's go, Babcock. It's fight night, baby. And I couldn't be more hyped. Of course, it all goes down on Showtime Boxing. Dude, can we see that knockout one more time? Because he might have to call Shawn Michaels and take that name Sweet Chin Music, because my goodness. Dude, one loss only between both men combined, and it was to Canelo. My goodness, we are talking about two of the best on the planet. And Babcock, we talk about this on the show all the time. This is going to be awesome, because these guys legitimately do not like each other. Dude, they're both going for the knockout. Going to be an absolutely exciting fight.
There's so much on the line, too, Mojo. I mean, this is a final eliminator for the WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the world. This is so important with Benavidez. Look, he's 6'2" tall. He's 168 pounds. He is a guy who has been lauded for his potential forever. He's a former two-time champion. He has never been anything close to even defeated inside a ring. And the fact that now he's going to step in there with Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant, when he lost to Canelo, a lot of people wondered what his future was going to look like. You know what his future looked like? He fought a former champion in Anthony Durrell, and he flatlined Anthony Durrell, starched him, knocked him out cold. So great of a knockout, it was called the knockout of the year. So these guys are so finely tuned, and they are going to do battle. Now, it's not just that one great fight, though that would be enough if that's all we were paying for. Take my money, Showtime. But there are other great fights on the card. Jesus Ramos, 19-0, Mojo, versus Joseph Spencer, 16-0. These two guys are jockeying for position as the future of the 154-pound division. So lots on the line right there for those junior middleweights. You also have Cody Crowley versus Abel Ramos. That fight for the WBC World Welterweight title. So championship fights all over the place, future title fights, ramifications, and of course, the end of the night, the bad blood between Caleb Plant and David Benavidez does not get any better than this.
So many great fights, Babcock, but also so many ways to watch, baby. You can watch on the Showtime app, on Showtime pay-per-view, or showtime.com/PPV. Brother, this is going to be one for the books.
Again, this is a fight you cannot miss. David Benavidez, Caleb Plant, Saturday, March 25th, Showtime pay-per-view boxing.